Welcome back to the Tier 1 podcast live. It is Thursday night. It's for the Patriots. We got some really big stories and some fun things to cover and do. Can't wait to get into it. We also got, we're going to switch it up a little bit. He's not on the couch. Who do we got over there, Drew? In the guest seat.
Yeah, buddy.
We got Magnet. I love how you looked around like, who is it? It's you. Magnet, it's you.
Who could it be?
Yeah. And behind the screens back there, as always, we have Drew. I don't know if you guys noticed, we have a little bit of a different layout. We have a different software. It took Drew about 48 hours of straight work to make this happen.
Yep.
So
Up to 5 in the morning last night.
Wish us luck. And with that being said, let's go. I love it. We probably could have started on time. We were just a little gun shy. Just one last round of checks, just to make sure everything was good. In fact, what I want to start out with is giving some people their due. If you guys don't know about the Best Ranger competition, it might be one of the hardest things to do in the whole military, and to win it. I mean, it is impressive. Only a few people have done it multiple times, and anyone who's won it just once is a legend. Only a few have won it multiple times. I had an OTC instructor that had won it twice, and so of course he was a legend. But the Best Ranger competition just happened, just got over with, and let's take a look and give credit to these two amazing young men. Specialist Caleb, help me out with that, Drew. Can you see it?
Oh.
Godbold and Sergeant Drew Schorsch, both assigned to the 75th Ranger Regiment. They beat 60 other teams from across the Army, thank you, Drew, to win the competition. That is awesome. I do believe with their rank, E4 and E5, they're the youngest of enlisted people, the youngest of rank to win the competition, something like 40 years as well. So E4 and E5 win it, and that's awesome. And it's awesome that the 75th Ranger Regiment won. Foundation. That's right. Yep, they're doing a water jump in May. Someone just said it went dark.
Yeah, when I tried to move Windows, it closed StreamYard. We're back in.
We're back in? Okay. Thank you, Sonny. We got some trusted Patreon members looking out for us, making sure that everything sounds right and that we can see everything.
Psych!
Yeah. Looking forward to that. I might even do a jump with them. I've never done a water jump. They're going to do a water jump.
It's in our backyard. It's in St. Augustine.
I know. Let's go over to some big news right off the bat. I'm not gonna drag this one out at all. And Rob O'Neill and his, I almost want to say fictitious lawsuit, but I can't because it is a real lawsuit for now. And I don't know if you remember his Andy Stump podcast where it's like it's not about who shot bin Laden. It's about being being mean. You're being big meanies, and you're going to stop it. And so he was wrong on 2 counts. 1, I wasn't mean to him. 2, that's actually not how lawsuits work. And a judge just weighed in about it, and I'm going to read it verbatim. There's a lot of lawyer jargon on this. It's 11 pages of things that you don't want to hear. But
I want to hear every word, Brent.
do you want to hear every word?
11 pages.
You don't. Oh, you don't. I'm telling you, by the time, in fact, let me start reading this for you. When I'm done reading just the first couple of paragraphs, I'm going to ask you, what do you think that means?
You're mean to me all the time.
Here we go. Plaintiff Robert O'Neill commenced this defamation action in the Supreme Court of the state of New York, County of Westchester, against defendants, Antihero Podcast, Tier 1 Podcast, Brent Tucker, Tyler Hoover, Counterculture, blah, 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 blah. Defendants removed the action to this court pursuant, I won't give you the code because it doesn't matter. Before the court is plaintiff's motion to remand the action to state court for the following reasons. Plaintiff's motion is denied.
Uh-oh.
This action arises from podcast episodes related online media discussing plaintiff Robert O'Neill claimed role in May 2nd, 2011. By the way, I did find out some funny inside information. I just, because he's just made my life needlessly miserable. This may seem a little petty, but it's funny. And his actions, I wouldn't be even bringing this up if we weren't talking about a lawsuit that he put up. You know his call sign, Nizro, Navy SEAL Rob O'Neill.
Okay.
Apparently, he gave himself that nickname. No one ever called him that, and he insisted that people call him that. And of course, everyone knows how guys are. Like you can't make up like a somewhat of a, you can't make up a nickname.
No, you get one.
Oh, and he got one.
You get assigned one.
No, they gave him one. So instead of Nizro, you want to know what they called him? Jizro.
Uh-oh.
That backfired.
Yeah, it always does when you give yourself a nickname. The boys won't let you do that.
So, when that was told to me, that cracked me up. You know, I was like, you know what? That checks out. I know a lie when I hear one, and I know a true story when I hear one, and yeah, that checks out. So,
Rob.
And what's funny is he didn't stop. He just kept on going around after Team Life, trying to get people to call him that because they didn't know any better. So he still tried to get people to call him that. And now that is my gift to you guys. It's what the team guys would have wanted. It's what the team guys would have wanted. They would have wanted that tradition to carry on, and so that's why that has to be done.
And a lot of guys don't like the nicknames they're given, you know, because you're always given a nickname because, you know, messing up, screwing up, doing something stupid.
Absolutely.
Nobody likes their nickname, so you know that's par for the course.
That's how I got mine.
What was your nickname? Oh, Magnet. Gosh, how'd you get yours?
I was following around a guy.
Like a magnet?
Yep.
Oh, really?
And his best friend said, "You're like a little magnet. You won't go away."
Yeah. See, it's always condescending.
Yeah. Drew, did you ever have a nickname?
I've had a couple, I guess.
Go on.
Oh well, I mean, there's always the classic Drool.
Oh, yeah.
Drool.
Kind of nickname-ish.
But I mean, like earning a nickname.
Yeah. It is a little more difficult, not in like the military or like you were in the show
mini trucks.
Yeah,
scene,
in the mini trucks and the show truck scenes. That's a little more common there. Car clubs, stuff like that. You'll get a nickname. The outside of that, we got just to tease it a little bit. I'm gonna try to get it wrapped up and put out by Monday. Alex West is coming on the show. He's already been on the show, actually, unbeknownst to you guys. He was a Red Squadron guy, and he was on the UBL raid as well. And he decided to come on our show to talk about it, and I'm grateful for that. He was a very, very humble, modest guy. He was very cool to talk to. His story was great. What he's doing,
Super nice
post military. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and get that edited and out for Monday's episode.
We had a lot of fun with that recording, man. We laughed a lot. It was just It was fun. That was a fun recording. It was an easy one. Yeah, it was.
It was a real easy one.
Did he call Rob that?
What's that?
Did he call Rob that nickname?
I don't. he was pretty professional. He was very professional about it. So but it is funny. Now that I don't just like piecing that together. Might be the first time I thought about it. You know, we've had. In fact, I almost know we've had more seals in our podcast than Rob's had on his podcast. I think it says something.
Rob
says something. And we only got 23 episodes, about to be 24. Let that sink in. All right, we got that out of the way. So basically, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. The whole thing is legal jargon, which is a judge's opinion to say there's no merit to this. What are we doing? There's no merit to this. What are we doing?
Does that mean it's done?
There's
this stage.
It's the first stage.
Yeah.
So basically, it doesn't look like it's going to move forward. It's not going to move forward. Is essentially what it's saying. But that's an opinion piece, and then it will not move forward. And then it's I don't even know if they're able to appeal it if it never even gets to court.
Well, I mean, this is pretty much exactly what I thought how it would conclude, but I thought it would take a lot longer to get to this point. I thought this was going to go on for a year to 2 years before a judge finally goes, "There's nothing here."
Well, was on a phone call with the lawyer right before this, and he was trying to get me smart on the steps, because obviously all this is new to me. It's old hat to him, but I'm like, talk to me as if I know nothing, because that's exactly what I know about the details of all these proceedings. So it seems like there's a couple more steps, but it's a huge blow to the case, and it's the beginning of it just going away. So good job, Rob. Way to get everyone spun up, and you should probably have a word with your lawyer, because you're going to lose a bunch of money with your lawyer, that you couldn't even get it to court. So I guess the truth does matter. And it is a little bit ironic that I decided to wear this shirt that one of our listeners made for us on the night we get that news. I want to keep moving on, but until then, let's grab a few super chats, and then I want to completely pivot, and I want to talk about good stuff. Last week was a big buildup as we're going to do something good for people, and this week you get to watch us put our money where our mouths is and do good things for people.
Yeah. All right, super chats. The real Justin G87 says Rob eats bananas for the shape, not the flavor. Just no, allegedly.
Watch out.
Yeah,
watch out.
That's what we're
into. That's true.
So the internet says, who to believe? Justin 11 Bravo. Thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the shirt too. I needed a shirt. I worked all night. Spent the night at Brent's house. Couldn't even go home. And I was wearing the same shirt for 2 days. This came in the mail. Yeah. So I was like, cool shirt. So thank you, 11B. Appreciate it. Beer for the boys. Wade P. Hatchett. Brent, you have to talk with, have you talked with Gary Melton from Paramount Tactical? Thanks from the great state of Texas.
I haven't. I will look into that. But it does sound familiar, Paramount and Tactical. So I'm sure when I go look at that, it'll make sense.
And Wade, just a little FYI, you misspelled Florida, but it's cool. Colin by B says, Brent, have you had any time with 10th Mountain?
Yep.
I'm headed up there after OSUT. Is it OSUT? What do they do with that? Would appreciate some stories if you've got any. Also, an NVG giveaway update.
Absolutely. That's a great question. Yes, in Afghanistan, I can't remember if it was the 05 or 06 part of the rotation. We did a huge valley clearing operation with 10th Mountain. They were it was a hammer and anvil operation, and they did a good job. In fact, it was the largest operation to date in Afghanistan to that date. Someone after them did a bigger operation. But yes, I've done very, very, very large operations with 10th Mountain. They were good dudes. Also, the NVG giveaway. Good question. I got an email just the other day. They should be coming in probably within this week. I expect them in my mailbox this week. So when I get them, we'll do an unboxing of it. I'll tell you what I think about these NVGs. Those NVGs will go with that helmet right there. Hopefully we'll do a detailed video so everyone knows how good they are. And then we're going to turn around and just give them away to some random person in our Patreon. So if you want a chance to win the panos, all you have to do is just sign up to our Patreon, and you're automatically have a chance to win.
The real Justin says, this weekend, I get baptized in the Catholic Church, confirmed, and communion next week. Proud to join my wife and kids as a Catholic. Drew, can I get a prayer? Also, Rob eats corn the long way.
Those could have been two different super chats, but okay.
Hey, it's a start, boys. All right. Real quick, just a short one for the real Justin. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for the work that you're doing in his life and his family. Lord, we need your grace. And so, Lord, we pray for more grace for his family. Thank you for him being the man he needs to be, leading his family in truth as an American patriot. We love you, Lord, and we just pray a blessing upon him. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Eric, the actor, says, I respect the heck out of Rob, but he has to know that you really spoke to his teammates. It's my understanding you would have to knowingly lie.
Right. It is crazy. But don't worry, he came out on Andy Sum's podcast and let everyone know he actually lied about lying. So somehow in his mind, he's like, hold on, I got a way out of this.
Double down on it.
I got a way out of this. I'm going to tell everyone we lied about lying. Well, see how, I was about to say, we'll see how that plays out, but we've seen that nothing you've done has played out for you. Oh, the truth may have played out. The truth would have played out just fine.
It grinds slow, but it grinds fine. All right, what's up, boys? Zulu Whiskey, been a mint. Hope all is well.
Thank you. Oh, Zulu Whiskey, blast from the past, still around.
Flowback 27 with $50, man. Thanks for the love. We really appreciate that. Keeping the lights on. We had to buy some new equipment here. So we really appreciate it. We got nickeled and dimed we got $20 and $50 this week with needing a new camera, new cables, all to get StreamYard to work.
Yeah, that's right. That ATEM was like $400. Cameras $500. It adds up quick, but it's all for you guys.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much, Brad Freeman. Thank you very much, Dylan Queen. My goodness.
Oh, man, thank you, sir.
When you slap down a C note, at least put down like an outro song, man. You're going to have some really good votes for the outro song.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. North, South, East, West says Magnet Shop Refit donation.
Okay.
What's the
what's the update on
the update, my brother?
With the shop?
Still no door.
Still no door?
Oh, yeah, it's all plywood.
Mm-hmm.
They get powers back on. You're not
Power's
not working on a generator anymore?
No, we got water again.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Still smells like barbecue in there.
So you're just hungry all day long?
All day long.
Yeah.
He's gained 15 pounds since.
Just by smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I visited Magnet last week at his shop, and man, it just smells. It's like walking into a barbecue restaurant. It smells wonderful. All right. Buff like Jesus says 10th Mountain is top tier, mildly biased, though.
Yes,
yeah.
mildly biased.
Yeah, that's all right. Magnum handout says, trying to get you boys in touch with Brad Colbert, former Recon Marine, MSGT.
The show Generation Kill, yeah.
From the show Generation Kill. Just started his own podcast. Great dude.
Yeah, please do. And then, connect us. You can always reach out to the Tier1 podcast at gmail.com, and that message absolutely will get to us.
That's super chats for now.
All right, awesome. All right, because I want to get into it. So we started a forum on the Patreon called Do Good Fund. And I don't know if you guys were aware of what we were doing. Last week, I announced, I said, hey, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to give away $1,000, but there's a catch to it. One, you have to be a Patreon member, because I'm going to pick from that forum, the Do Good Fund forum, and you're going to have to tell me what you'll do with that $1,000. The $1,000 has to benefit someone else. So, and man, we got some great entries in here, and I'm gonna go over some of the entries with you guys so you can see what we're dealing with here. I would donate it to the concerns of police survivors, cops. That was just another 11 Bravo who's watching. That is a great one. We've partnered with them with FRCC before. I'd use $1,000 to put towards my Kenya missions trip in June. I have 2,100 out of 3,900 raised. That would help significantly. How do you say no to that? How do you say no to spreading the gospel to Kenya? That was a great submission. Donate half to the Sentinel Foundation, the other half for rifle accessory, since I didn't win the giveaway rifle. Let's see. Oh, that was a little personal, but it's awesome. And I actually wish I'd have reached out to him first, because some of it could be personal, but they did write it in the general part of the forum. But I won't go into details of it. But he's usually here, and he's probably watching tonight. But I'll tell you this: Lone Star Oil and Gas, he needs a lower to finish his 300 blackout. I got some information that he may have gotten a lower, but he still needs a pistol brace. But I'll tell you this will be our first good deed of the night, and it has nothing to do with the $1,000 giveaway. Lone Star, you'll get whatever you need to finish that weapon. You got us on that, Magnet?
Yep.
All right. He's on our Patreon. We'll message him. You tell us if you need a lower, if you need a pistol brace, whatever it is you need. Magnet's got it. And all you got to do is send us an address, and we're sending that straight to you. So if you could write down in the book of goodness is what it will be tonight. Lone Star, and then lower / pistol brace. Let's see what else I got. Oh, Wendy Porter's in here. Donate to the Wounded Heroes Fund to help feed and support our local veterans, and take Chloe out to lunch. So the WHF, the Wounded Heroes Fund, they're out of Bakersfield, California. In the last 2 years, I've flown out there to support their fundraiser. In October, they have another one. I'll fly out and support theirs again. And she knows. She brought her daughter into it. It's hard to... They have the sweetest little girl who's just an absolute gem to this world. So that's a tough one. I'm going to get right to... Let's get to this one, guys. With $1,000, I would hire a caregiver to take care of me for a weekend so my parents could finally get a break they deserve. 7 years ago, a car accident left me a quadriplegic, paralyzed from the chest down with no use of my arms or hands. At 6'3" and 225 pounds, I rely on my elderly parents in their late 60s for everything, transferring me into and out of bed, bathing, dressing, turning in bed, and daily care, which has taken a heavy physical toll on them. Being able to give them a break where they could stay in a hotel or a night or weekend and have a date night without the constant strain of caring for my needs and theirs would be more than amazing and something I deeply want to give them in appreciation.
Yeah. That one gets me every time.
Put in there, just to make sure I don't... Just put RW. Put RW in there. RW, sir, you get yourself $1,000. I mean, how do you not give $1,000 for that? So if you are listening, please reach back out to DM me on Patreon or write back on that. I know who you are. I will reach out to you. You are going to get that, and your parents are going to get a vacation that they so desperately need. Here's another one, though, from Casey Watson. I'm a paraplegic. I didn't know we had these type of people in our Patreon. Yeah, it's humbling. It's humbling. And they're here supporting me. Like, they have these type of problems, and they're out here watching us and supporting us. It's absolutely humbling. Casey Watson, I'm a paraplegic, former iron worker, bridge builder, with trying to peer mentor some young guys at rehab hospitals. A lot of them are inner city kids who have never turned a wrench. I don't fix their chairs. I show them how to do it themselves, and I set them up with a care package of Allen wrenches and teach them how to use them so they're not reliant on insurance companies to take 2 months to deliberate paperwork. $1,000 would help train, equip 8 to 10 handicapped folks to be self-reliant.
That's some good use right there.
How crazy is that? It sucks because we already gave $1,000 to Rolling Willie, and we're not Sean Ryan here.
Yeah, we're thousandaires.
We are thousand. You know what, Drew? We are thousandaires.
Thousandaires.
Write down Casey Watson. $1,000.
But Brent, you said you were going to do it once.
I did say. All right, Drew. I'm gonna give you both those stories again, and I'm gonna tell you to pick one.
You can't. You can't pick one.
Okay.
You can't.
Neither can I. I'm just human.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And neither can our listeners.
No, gosh.
Our listeners, and the reason we can do this is because of them, and they couldn't choose between these two guys either.
And I get it, guys. This may not be the most exciting episode, but I think it gives you because it gives you insight to who we are. I want to say not like who we are sitting, we are
as a community.
As a community,
right.
Absolutely. I said we were going to build a Tier 1 community. We are going to be Tier 1 workers, Tier 1 fathers, sons, employees, employers. We're going to be Tier 1 at everything we do, and you cannot be Tier 1 without doing good things. And we can do these things because of you guys. You guys coming to watch us. Here's another one. Gosh, Colin. This one, I'm going to try to get through this one. It makes me tear up. My 18-year-old nephew has Down syndrome and has a fixation on titties. It would make his little heart swell to take him to see some running free out in the natural environment. $1,000 would make a good kid's dream come true in a big and small and medium way. How do you say no to that? How do you say no to that? What?
I mean, I don't know if there was something in my headset, but
Well, he wrote it, so I assume it's true.
I don't want to ask the question that I want to say.
Okay. All right. Well, because there's some controversy on that one, we're going to shelf that one.
Okay.
We'll shelf that one.
Come back to it.
We'll come back to it. I have a good friend who was shot in the head in Afghanistan. He fell off the back of a buffalo on a mine clearing adventure as well. He's messed up physically a bit. He was working at REI and lost his job. Shame on you, REI. The VA does take good care of him, but he wants to go shooting with us. I want to buy him a rifle so he can come enjoy the range. I meet a lot of these guys at my church, and going to the range is a great way for men to bond and talk through some rough stuff. Love the pod, guys. Thank you for using the pod to serve Christ, and thank you for serving our country. My kids sleep safe in their beds because of the work and sacrifice all you veterans have made. God bless. This guy was shot in the head for his country. He just wants to go to the range, shoot with his boys.
Don't make it happen.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen.
Make that happen.
We've reached out with our connections and with Cobalt Kinetics, and we are going to make that happen. And we have a gun coming your way. Chase P, if you're listening, if not, if you can write down Chase P, friend gun, that way I'll make sure to get back with you, and we will find out. And thanks, of course, to Magnet. I mean, Magnet's the one making this happen. He's the one with the FFL. He's the one that gets it, can send it. I couldn't do any of this. Magnet makes all gun things related happen for me. He made the Tier 1 giveaway happen for me. He's making half of these giveaway happen for me. And he never sits here and boasts about it or takes credit for it. He just sits there quietly and a little bit goofy sometimes, but he's our goofball.
Magnet, point at the camera and give it a little
pew, pew.
Pew pew. Hey yo, yeah. Nice.
Seriously though, Magnet, thanks for doing things like this. Magnet knows exactly which gun we're talking about, and we're going to make sure that gets to you and your friend. You think we can throw an engraving on that bad boy?
Yeah.
All right. Chase, I want to talk to you. Either we'll find out. Either get his unit logo would be pretty cool. Maybe get a Purple Heart logo for him. Whatever it is you want to surprise him with, we're going to make sure that gun is ready to go. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you this. So they're just going to send that gun as it is, and I'm not going to send you a gun that now you have to outfit. Man, can we hook that thing up with the GBRS sling and the same red dot the Tier 1 gun has, and that way, but when it gets to them, they can just
take it out of the box.
Yep, take it out of the box, go zero it, go to the range, boom. So let me know.
I'll zero it.
You'll zero it? So, heck yeah. So there you go. We're not even done with that. We're not going to give you a free gun just to make you buy other things. We're going to send that thing to the range, ready to go. Let's see. Is there a few more super chats while I read through a few more things? Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see. We got. Find out where we left off here.
Tell you.
Sorry, I wasn't ready.
No, you're good. You're good. If I can do one more while you look.
Okay.
This was from Gourmet Forge. We have the MUSC Children's Hospital here in Charleston. I would take this money to use as a match with local businesses to provide toy stuffed animals, local celeb visits to the kids who unfortunately are never going to make it out. Just use it to entice people.
Nice.
Kids. You can't.
Man, I watched a video. I watched a video last week of Tom Cruise. There was a kid who's never going to leave the hospital, and he's a huge Tom Cruise fan.
No.
Dude showed up in a Rolls Royce or something, driving it by himself. Walks up there and visits this kid. Man, because he heard about him. It's pretty cool.
Will entice people who will never forget the kindness as long as they live, and that I don't know if he meant it or not, but that comment really hits home. I mean, when some people say like I won't forget that as long as I live. Well, when you're at a children's hospital and you're on the clock, and you do something good for them, they really will remember it.
Oh yeah,
for as long as they live.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. If the cause truly brings out good people, then the money won't get used, just goes to buying coffee and meals for the families that have to sit through the pain day after day with no regards to themselves. And if someone charges us for things like a heathen, then I buy the food and drinks with my own money. I would encourage Patreon members to attend if they're close enough. That is the Gourmet Forge for the kids.
Nice.
Gourmet Forge. $1,000.
Yeah. All right, we're ready, Brent.
And I love how he's going to take that and actually try to get other businesses to match it. So I truly thought about. I'm just being honest. I truly thought about doing $500. Because this was supposed to be the $1,000 giveaway, and boy did we misshoot that.
Yeah, we're over budget like the government.
And but then I was like, well, I might do 2,000s, and I'll do like maybe a 500 if they really pull up my strings. And then when he said they would match it, I was like, well, now you're really talking about $2,000.
Yeah,
like
now
and it's the kids. Like now is not the time. Now is not the time to go cheap, and we won't. So Gourmet Forge, you're also a winner. What do we got, Drew?
All right, we got Dylan Queen for $200, man. He says this is his favorite podcast. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much making it happen. Right Wing Nut, Drew, your latest Truth in the Dark video was amazing. I drive 1.5 hours each way to work, so I listened this morning. Man, you blessed my day. Hey, brother, I appreciate that so much. That gives me so much fuel. It's the only reason I do it. It's the only reason I do it is for men like yourself doing that. Flucky7 says, we got the piss bottles, but when are we getting Tier 1 Afghan rugs?
Oh, gosh.
God bless you, gents. Well, I hear you can buy those somewhere in New York City now, near the Twin Towers, I think they're going for.
Oh gosh, don't get me started on that.
All right.
At least not until after the break. Don't get me angry until after the break.
Aldo7899 says, bring back the feel good stuff. Maybe a segment. Well, we just did.
Yeah,
we're gonna do more of that for sure, brother.
We are.
Hard Retard says, hey, Brent, have you kept up with the disappearances, deaths of the military personnel, scientists that worked on nukes, UFO, and space projects?
It is pretty crazy.
In case you need something to replace the Nancy update, there's a good conspiracy.
Oh, man. That's not much of a conspiracy, actually. There's like 10 of them. They're either dead or missing.
I haven't heard about this.
And there doesn't seem to be a connection to each other. I know that sounds kind of crazy. Like, how can it not be connected? But there's that's an easy one to be like, well, that's what happens. Sometimes people go missing and sometimes people die. And I could see how it could be dismissed. But even for someone like me, you get that many that are related and in the field of nuclear science. There can't be that many. And 10 of them are either missing or dead.
Yeah.
I got questions. I got. Can we at least look into that?
Yep.
So they just asked the White House press secretary that same question, and she said that they would look into it and give him an answer.
What they find?
Yeah. I don't. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Brad Freeman says, okay. Now I feel like a douche for wanting to keep $500 for my rifle. It's okay, man. You're not alone.
You're good.
All right. The Prussian, he's behind the cause. We're getting some donors and today getting behind this project. We've got several guys really getting behind this.
Thank you, Prush. You didn't have to do that.
Here's half of the second and 1K.
All right, man. Thank you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not upset that someone did. Whew, I'll take some help over here. But man, look at it. Let's just look at it. That, again, we're a community. This isn't about. Even though I almost feel bad about it, but sometimes you just it's just something to grab a line, like who got Brent's money. Yep. But this isn't my money. I mean, look. I mean, Prussian's coming in.
Yeah.
T-Bone's coming in.
Yeah.
We go down the list of all those super chats that are sitting there waiting. The community is getting behind this, which is what I think we always wanted.
And I want to give just a shout out to the Prussian. He's a good dude. You know, we stay in contact, and if I don't know where he's from, but if you guys, I know he's a great security work, and if anybody's out there got a business or knows of a business in his area looking for security, you can reach out to him or something. So he's looking for that kind of work right now. Aldo says, "Real men are generous men."
Absolutely,
that's right.
That's right. Real men are violent. They're capable.
Capable of violence.
They're capable of violence. Real men protect the innocent and the weak, but part of protecting innocent and the weak is helping them out one way or another, not just through protection, but through generosity. And I do believe that is a part of being a real man.
Brent, this is Patrick. He says, Brent, I'm a dad of 3 and I'm 39. I'm re-enlisting into United States Air Force, TACP, passed my medicals and all the physical requirements and then some. With me being older, I realized I can't call you CAG Daddy if you didn't qualify expert with a
92 FS. Yeah. Man, that's awesome. Man, TAC Ps, that's awesome. JT was a TAC P. Yeah, man, that's very cool. I love it. I love to hear that.
Oh, and the Prussian text in. He says he's in Minnesota. So anybody out there in Minnesota looking for some good security work? All right.
He better not be securing all those Leering centers. Is that where you're getting your money, Prussian?
Oh man,
Oh, Prussian.
that's funny. You gotta laugh at that, or you're just gonna get mad. Daniel, hey, yeah, you wazzy, says we were looking to help donate in the Patreon to help fund the 1,000 for next month. Should we just do to the cat fund on FRCC website? It's a good question.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. And again, man, if you guys want to, just to brag about the community, because that's what it's about.
Dang it, Bobby.
Sonny, who was here at the live just last week, and Lone Star Oil and Gas got together and they're like, hey, we want to make this something that we do as a little more standardized, formalized as a community, instead of just one person trying to donate and hoping super chats get it back. But they talked about that. Like, should we donate to the Cat 2? My concern was there's already some donations going into Cat 2. Cat 2 has some money in there, and I want to keep it separate. And it'd be hard to know what funds were for the do good stuff and what funds were for first responders.
Yeah.
So, Sonny, I thought we'd have an answer by tonight, but this software thing kept us really busy the last 2 days. But we're going to have an answer on that. We're going to have a fund that's separate and that can easily be tracked with transparency to know that everything that gets donated there goes back to that. And as that grows, initially I'll match it, and hopefully we can do something like this once a month, once every other month, depending on, or maybe just as a need comes up. We're going to keep the Do Good Fund in the Patreon. So as those come in, we'll have a pot of money to throw it against. So yes, don't do it to FRCC or the Cat 2 Foundation because for those reasons. But I will give you an update, and we are going to figure this out.
Buff Like Jesus back in again. He's getting behind the cause at 200. Do good, fun.
Good fun.
Like it.
Hey, real quick, just pause that for the next one. Just give another update of the type of people in our Patreon. Well, my friend from work and I went over to one of our coworkers' house to check on him since he is battling cancer and is a Vietnam vet and is up there in age and his yard needed mowing. So we ended up mowing his lawn and Max ended up weed whacking everything while we took a quick break from the dealership life. Juan, who was the person going through everything, was so happy to see us and was laughing and smiling and took pictures. I was expecting the usual fiery side of him, telling me not to do it because he will. And I think the character limit was met. And they sent us pictures of them on the riding lawnmower, mowing this guy's lawn. And it's just awesome. We got guys in our Patreon that decided, hey, we're going to do good things. They didn't even ask for money. They're just like, hey, just let you know, we have the resources and we have the time, and we're just going to go do something good. How cool is that?
Awesome.
A veteran with cancer, and then go and mow his lawn. Hopefully he doesn't mind it, but that was Daniel Hawaii who was just in there.
Yeah. Oh,
how
nice.
What
Nice
timing?
What timing?
So and now he's doing that, and he's over here giving to the cause. How cool is that? You're a great man.
Love it.
Thank you, Daniel.
Right Wing Nut, making it all happen as well. He says, here's some help with the giveaways. Y'all continue to bless my soul every week. Brent and Drew must have some incredible parents. God bless boys, Brad in Louisiana. All right, love it, man. We do. We do have incredible parents.
We do.
We do. All right. Thanks, Right Wing Nut. Thomas, Melvin, also getting behind the cause for all of the good feels. You guys are great. Retard, back in again. Next giveaway should be an expense-paid trip to the Patreon meetup this year. Sounds like an awesome time.
Ooh.
It does.
Yeah. That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
Fun. I might even leave the house for that.
Drew, I'm expecting you to. I think the Patreon meetup people are expecting you to as well. So,
Well, I guess I
appreciate you donating your time to that tonight.
and I got to put on pants. All right. Wile E. Coyote. All right. Back in again. Man, he's helping out with the fun for sure. And he's always got an outro song for us. All righty, boys. Here's 500 towards the 1,000 fun. Metallica, Seek and Destroy for the outro.
Write that down. Here is another one, just real quick. Lone Star Oil and Gas decided to hop in on this one. I'd double it by having my fundraiser called Hot Dogs for Hope. We grill 500 hot dogs and sell them for $2 a piece, and all fund received goes to the Gonzalez Healthcare System Foundation. They help women pay for mammograms, sonograms, biopsies, and chemotherapy. The community I live in is considered rural with a population of 6,700. Having a personal experience with my wife's battle for cancer, the financial obligation can be overwhelming, especially for a single mother barely getting by check to check. We're blessed by the Lord as he provided when we truly thought all was lost. And look, I mean, he's gone through enough personally. And of course, what does he want to do? He wants to raise money for other women to make sure that they get checked. And if they get checked early enough, they won't have to go through the same stuff. Thank you, Wile E. Coyote. Thank you, T-Bone. Thank you, gosh, everyone, north, south, east, west. We're going to do $1,000 to Lone Star Oil and Gas hot dogs. And he's going to grill them up, sell them, and he's going to turn it into $2,000. I love that.
That's a fundraiser Magnet can get behind.
I crushed 4 before I came here.
I'd fly out there to help with it, but I'm afraid
I would eat them all.
Yeah,
I'm going to spend all my money.
You'd eat more than you made. Yeah,
I'm losing money on this fundraiser.
4 is nothing for me, just so everybody knows.
I don't think anyone's surprised. Like you didn't say that. Everyone was like, I don't think he could down 4. Everyone was like, yeah, 4 at least.
North South. The Compass says giveaway fund for the kids. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Couldn't do it without you. And then T-Bone in there with $500. Man, oh my God, this is incredible. And we didn't expect this. You know what I mean? This is incredible. What all y'all are doing tonight. I mean, we made the choice to. Well, Brent, I'm not going to say we. Brent made the choice. We can't pick one. And we move forward. And you guys answered the call. Man, that's awesome. We didn't even ask you guys. This is incredible. T-Bone says, this is for the Tier 1 Make-A-Wish. You guys are role models, even if you don't want to be. Outro song, I would like it to be Drew's choice, as long as it isn't that wigga music your brother loves. Just kidding. I love all genres and came up with the East Coast, West Coast rivalry. That's funny. I don't know if my outro song might be, I don't know, something by Hardy.
Drew's still thinking about his walkout song.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that all week. Like, I was asked about a walkout song and my mind went blank. I'm like, And then when I said it, I didn't even know the title of the song. Mine off the top of my head right now would be Hardy, I'm going to eliminate stuff till I die. I don't know. Can we play that on YouTube?
What is it? Again?
Can I say it? I don't. I'm going to kill stuff till I die.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay,
Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, jumped on me.
It's okay. I got
Sandy.
I actually didn't expect to do this, but because of you guys, we're going to keep going.
All right.
Keith Shibley. My dad has type A Parkinson's. He's no longer very mobile, become nonverbal, and has lost most memory, as type A Parkinson's is rare and takes the body and brain at the same time. My mom refuses to put him anywhere. I would buy her a much-needed vacation. She is a 24/7 caregiver at 75 years of age. She deserves a long weekend out of town to take care of herself. And that is true. That is so true. And stress, especially at 75, will absolutely crush her, and you will lose both your parents in a short amount of time. Keith, I tell you what, if you promise to go out of town with your mom, because that's what she wants, we will give you $1,000 too. Keith Shibley, $1,000 mom vacay. Can you total it up? What are we at here? $5? All right. Oh, I really wish YouTube didn't take 30% of the super chats. What else we got, Drew?
Bop, bop, bop. Sandy Go Brian says, thank you for the love, man, for the Children's Hospital at MUSC Charleston and whatever else needs some funding. God bless you all. Stop making my allergies act up. That's it.
Oh.
Let's see. The real Justin says, Drew, thanks for the prayer. Meant a lot. Just signed up for the Patreon because of y'all's great work. Also, Rob makes eye contact while eating popsicles.
Gross. You can't do that.
It's the first I've heard that one. Zulu Whiskey, how can I donate ammo to the guy who got
That's a good question.
Got it in the head?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Email us and we're gonna figure that out. So email us thetier1podcast@gmail.com. We're gonna find out where that's going.
Yeah, you can buy it directly from online and then send it.
That's right, and then send it. That'd be easy. Yep. Good thinking, Magnet. You're not just a pretty face.
Pretty
Love
beard
that about
too.
you. Yeah.
Little John says, have you seen Andy Stump exposing a former Navy officer trying to take credit for his book? He needs your help, but in all seriousness, as a father of 2 young girls, you guys are an inspiration to better myself daily.
Man.
Iron sharpens iron, baby.
Yeah. Thank you, Little John. Man, I watch so many videos, and when sometimes I'm trying to look for things to use for the live, I ran across that. If I remember right, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, please. I don't even know why I say that. It's like a formality, but they're going to. I think Jocko misspoke, and I think he meant to say like he wrote the foreword for the book, something like that, and he ended up saying like I wrote the book. I think it was but that Andy has taken that and has absolutely ran with it in a joking way.
Did you say it on his podcast?
It was something like that. I mean, I think Andy's making the rounds on all the podcasts promoting his book. Yeah. So I think that's what it's about. And you give Andy just a little bit of space to give you a hard time. He's gonna take advantage of it. In fact, on one of those videos Andy did, calling out Jocko for stolen humor for claiming to have written his book, I was like, I don't like this. This sounds like vet on vet hate to me, and I won't stand for it. Let's see. Let me do one more, and then we go back to super chats. One, and it is Kurt would love to see a child whose parents haven't ever been financially able to throw them a birthday party. Throw them a birthday party that would be the talk of the school and make them feel special. Joe Saunders thinks that's an outstanding idea. Sonny, who was here, that is a good idea. That would make their whole year. Ty says, like Bert and some other SEAL Team Delta dudes show up and have the best Nerf war in history of Nerf wars. Oh man, just all the comments on that. I'll tell you what, Drew. Poll the chat.
All right.
Kid's birthday party for the final one. Do we give 500 or 1,000? And you guys will decide how we spend our money as a community. Kurt, you better make, and I think you can. You better make good on this, and we want pictures. But if that's his idea, something tells me he threw that out there because he is capable of doing such a thing. And again, man, I tell you what, look, this is what I mean. There's, as you go down all these, the theme of what people wanted to do. They wanted to do things for their moms. They wanted to do things for their parents. They wanted to do things for kids. What an awesome community you guys are.
Yeah. And this is what we need on Thursday nights, right? I mean, there's so much crap on social media about what's going on around the world. We get so much stuff about, what's going on with whatever it is, the UK and Muslims and the war and gas prices and Trump and, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you forget that there's just still a lot of good people. Still a lot of good people. Love this country. Love these people.
Love it. All right, let's.
Daniel Hayawazi back in.
He's back
with more love. It was a pleasure meeting you and Magnet Fiddlers. Okay, on my other account instead of Dwazi. I remember that account, and you guys are great examples of men.
That's right. We met him at the Drinking Bros meetup with JT.
And then he drove me to Big Daddy's.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, then he drove you to Big Daddy's. We followed. Let's just take a quick break because I could use some funnies after all those sad stories. Although doing good things for those people doesn't make me sad. I just hate that there's that much need for good to be done. That's okay. Lord David, he's been sending me these videos, and
they're great.
They've been cracking me up. They've been cracking me up. Have you see what's next? So Drew, go ahead and pull up what's in the queue and listen to the narrator. I can listen to these all day long.
Here, in the strip mall Badlands of northern St. Louis, we witness yet another installment in the slow decline of public civility as a retail brawl erupts inside the local eyeglass store. It begins near the entrance, where a famine-resistant woman in a wheelchair cries for backup with the serene composure of someone about to lower the property value of the entire zip code. As the field marshal of dysfunction, Wheelzilla, directs her subordinates to extract the store clerk from the scrum, one cannot help but ponder whether this is conflict resolution or merely a cherished community custom in which absolutely no one behaves well and everyone leaves feeling strangely entitled. Watch now as the two wildebeest lackeys force the hot pink combatant earthward with the finesse of vending machines full of gravy and Virginia Slims. Observe as well the near-total lack of footwear among the herd, lending the encounter its unmistakable hookworm energy, while Wheelzilla, swaddled in an ironic Jesus tarp, voices her displeasure at the perceived injustice of being sent back into the world with chemically expanded pupils and no corresponding expansion of wisdom. As the frame tightens around the battered clerk, Wheelzilla instructs her subordinates to hurl a chair with the misplaced certainty of those for whom escalation has long since replaced thought. Wheelzilla then rises from her wheeled throne with the slow, ominous lift of a theatre curtain no one has paid to see, and lobs a water bottle into the fray, adding one final flourish to this upholstered concerto of decline. And so, dear viewer, we take our leave before the cringe overtakes us entirely, having watched a familiar grievance ritual reach its inevitable crescendo in violence, property damage, and a spectacular collapse of adult governance.
Wow. Wow.
I'm telling you, that IG channel has just video after video after video. Anytime you have a British guy describing things the way he does is just hilarious. And he keeps on sending them to me, and I keep on watching them.
I mean, that voice and the tone and the terminology just takes me back to every Discovery Channel animal movie I ever watched as a teenager.
I know.
Perfectly nailed.
Perfectly nailed.
Crikey.
All right, what else we got in the super chats before we go on break and see if we can get the Drew? By the way, this has been going smooth.
Oh yeah,
smooth. So far, so good. We got chats up there that everyone can see now, so you can see the chats. If you want to know why we really started doing that, David Hookstead. I was talking to him the other day, and I said something like, I don't know if, because I knew he was watching the live. I said, I don't know if you saw the chats. He goes, no, I watch the show from my TV, so I can't see the chats. And I didn't like that. I was like, oh no. I was like, well, I know other podcasts have the chats scrolling on the screen. we've got to do something about that. And so we found this, and Drew got right to it. And these 2 days of nonstop work that Drew's been doing has paid off. And if it looks a little better, and you enjoy reading the chats up there, and it entertains you a little more, one, thank David Hookstead, and two, kind of thank Drew for making it happen.
Yeah.
And three, whoa, Drew, you haven't messed with the sound bar.
It's been a hot minute.
Too long.
A hot minute.
And three, thank yourselves for supporting the show and giving us the opportunity to afford the equipment to be able to do upgrades like that, because that came at a cost too. And,
what a day to be in the chair.
Yeah, I know. What a day.
Look at that.
I know. And so again,
a booster seat.
But it goes back to the tier 1 mindset that we're trying to have in everything you do. Like we could have said, hey, well, the show's good enough. Let's just send it. Drew bought into this mindset as well. And hey, if we can make the show 1% better, we're going to make the show 1% better. Like every time we see something we can do better, we're going to do it better. So thank you, Drew. He didn't complain at all. He just came here and got to work.
Do what you got to do.
And never left. It never left. He spent the night last night because he was. I'm not kidding. He was up till 5 a.m. last night trying to figure things out.
That's that 99.1% meant.
There you go. Yeah, that's that mentality. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. All right, Drew, what else we got?
All right, Holy Fook, he's got a good question. He says, can Magnet send over his hot dog cooker to Lone Star Oil and Gas sitting in the Magnet's garage you guys spoke about a few weeks ago?
Brent.
These guys don't forget anything.
I love it.
I told that story once. And I came over and cleaned out Magnet's garage.
I gotta buy another one.
They remember that.
He's got something cool and shiny metal in his garage, not using it. We'll take it.
Don't bring that up. He's going to bring that up after the show. He's going to take that serious.
Above Like Jesus back in says Tier 1 needs a Rumble wallet. We'll come up with something.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, somebody said they wanted to get in the chats. They were like, they were going to give 100,000, but the 30% took them away. So
yeah, talked him out of it. I get that.
Actually, I said, hey, just go ahead and give that to the Cat 2 Foundation at frcc.shop. We'll know what it's for.
Actually, don't do that. That'll break the tax income like a threshold for a 501c3, and that would make my life miserable. But
Wow.
We'd have to hire a tax person at that point. But go ahead. But you know what? We'll deal with that problem.
Yeah.
You send that over to the Cat 2. We'll deal with that.
Problem we'll figure out. Let's see. Holy Fuka again says, I was disappointed in Andy's book. There were no pictures that I could color in with my crayons. What's up with that? Maybe next book.
I will let him know. I'm going to let him know.
All right. Good feedback. John Baconzis says, hey, boys. First time I've actually made the live. Glad to be here.
What a live to make.
Would it make sense to put another donation link outside of the live? Patreon, maybe. So YouTube doesn't eat 30% of Super Chats. Here's a bit to help the Green Beret make a wish.
Oh, thank you. We are figuring it out. I mean, Sonny just sent me a text. I think one of the arguments was, hey, what platform should we use? Because not everyone has Zelle. Not everyone has, whatever it is, Cash App. Not everyone has these things, or PayPal. Because we didn't want to do a GoFundMe because GoFundMe does the same thing. They take a chunk out of it, and so I'll see during the break if I can push this out. But the first thing we have is a Cash App. That is set up just for the Do Good Fund, and we'll push that out, and we will figure out a way to get this out there, so we as a community can find something to get behind, and then just put our full force towards one thing, and really change some people's lives.
North, South, East, West says YouTube takes 30 points. Yikes. We need to adjust our donating system. Zuckerberg don't need our hard-earned dough.
Gosh.
That's for sure.
Yeah. And He takes it, and then he tells us what we can say, how we can say it, and how, just controls everything. It's just, I hate it, but it's they've cornered the market. They really have.
Thomas Melvin says, someone tell Mag to lay off the meat missiles. My goodness.
The meat missiles.
I've never heard that. That's a new one. I like that.
Drew, take it out to the wide for a little bit if you don't mind.
I can't. I love them.
There you go.
Let's see. Just another 11B. Says, done with dinner now that I've missed all the good stuff. Well, you can always go back and watch it. That works. And you can't be done with the good stuff. Dinner's over. Now it's time for the cigar.
That's right. The good stuff has just begun.
Yeah.
He just started an Instagram.
What else we got?
And then our last one so far, Braden Medlin. Thank you for the love, man. Really appreciate that. Thursday for the boys. I'm too poor to drop 500 like some guys in chat, but love the cause. Can adjust my budget for good cause. Keep up good
Thank
work.
you.
Cigars taste better on Thursday. I
they
tell
do.
everyone who will listen to buy FRCC because of stuff like this, man. Gosh, I love that. Thank you so much.
Guys, don't you feel bad for 1 minute. Don't get me wrong. For all those guys that could donate 500, you have no idea how grateful I am, because I did not expect to do this tonight. But let me tell you, the $99 ones add up. The $50 ones add up. The $20 ones add up. We have right now we're giving away 5. Oh, Drew, check the poll.
Oh, the poll. Well, I think it's pretty tight. And the poll says 51% to 49%.
Drew, I can't. It's
votes.
not up to me. The people have spoken. I don't know why I just did the Trump hands.
You've been doing it, by the way.
The people have spoken. They want $1,000 for the kids. It's going to be a beautiful party. Some say the best party. We're going to do 1,000. We up to 6 G's. We giving away 6 G's. Where's my gavel? 6 G's to the people for.
Who's that one?
For good deeds. That is Kurt. Kurt wanted to do kid's birthday party. Yep. And you know what? I appreciate you guys trying to save me money on that one. I do. But you know what? To meet Kurt's vision, he wanted to give him a birthday party that kid wouldn't forget. And I hate to say this, but it's true. We all have kids. It's crazy. It's crazy when Christmas and birthdays come around. $500 doesn't go that far. It really doesn't. I mean, depends on the age of the kid. I mean, you can still at elementary school level, you could still $500 to go far. But as soon as I hit middle school, for sure, high school, it can get expensive.
And there was a time $500 pay for all your kids' Christmas.
Oh, for sure. I know. All right. That's what we're doing. It is halftime. I'm going to go get another cigar, empty the bladder, and try to not give away any more money. It's a horrible thing to say, but we've reached our limit. I gotta reel myself in at some point.
Even our community only has so much funds.
I'm gonna go back to the bank account and be like, oh, that we can cover that. We can cover that.
That briefed well.
All right.
We are more than makers of steel. We are brothers in craft, bound by purpose and forged in pride. Every blade we shape carries the weight of the hands that built it and the hearts that will wield it. Brotherhood Blades stands for those who refuse to quit. The protectors, the workers, the doers. We forge with integrity, we carry with pride, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with those who live by the same code. Brotherhood Blades, forged in freedom, carried with honor.
If you've ever been to any of my tactical training classes, then you know how adamant I am about the use of white light and the importance of a quality, high-powered tactical light. That's why I use Cloud Defensive Tac Lights. You can't hit what you can't see, and neither can the bad guys. Clearly identify your target and simultaneously overwhelm his vision with hundreds and even thousands of lumens. Get serious about defending yourself and your family. Go to clouddefensive.com and use promo code Tier1 to get 30% off your order. That's right, 30%. You won't find a better light than this, and you won't find a better deal than this.
Revenge is an act of passion. Vengeance is an act of justice. Injuries are revenged. Crimes are avenged. Almost a century ago, big pharmaceutical companies re-engineered medical school curriculum and faculty with one goal: putting profit before progress. Anyone pushing back against the medical matrix they carefully crafted was threatened, silenced, censored, financially ruined, or worse. They are the problem. We are the solution.
You're clear to engage. Initials Mike Juliet Alpha. You're clear to engage with weapons. You're clear to engage with weapons. Talk up about CL for where easy is.
All right, guys, we've run out of commercials and the boys aren't back yet, so you're stuck with me. I'll just throw out a quick commercial for First Responder Coffee, Cigar, and Cask Company. Go to frcc.shop, and there we've got the Drew's favorite cigars are going well. People are really enjoying them. I know I do. And we've got some new humidors that are small and affordable. They're customized with our logo on them. You can just put humidity packs in those humidors to keep them perfectly humidified. So go to frcc.shop, check out those new ones. We got the new ashtrays. They're really, really good looking, real sleek. So help us do more for first responders by smoking those cigars, drinking that coffee, and getting that stuff at frcc.shop. Appreciate you guys as always. Now the boys are back. I was going to sing a song for everybody, but I'm really glad you guys are back.
Oh, Drew. Oh, Drew. I know you would have too.
Hey, somebody in the chats, they're like, those guys should do like a rock band one night, and then the chats just put in requests, and we just do the songs.
Oh, did they?
That would be fun.
All right. I tell you what. What do we got here? We all caught up on super chats?
We've got a couple. Yeah, we've only got a few. You want to do those, or you want to do those later?
Where are they at? Where does it start?
Right here.
Let's go. What do you got?
Drunk Christian, man, absolutely making this
Christian. I love that name.
good wish happening. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ is the King of the universe, and He loves you. John 3:16. Love it, brother, man. Thank you so much.
Sir. Gosh, thank you, sir.
Holy Fook says, what about the person on Patreon who wanted to take his relative with down S to a S Club to see some tatas?
I know he's just a caring guy. We got caring people in our chat.
Buff like Jesus, door hinges need WD-40.
I tell you, nothing gets by him, man. Oh. Nothing gets by the chat.
Thank you, dear. I get it.
That wasn't the door. That was my knees.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Tin Man. Six's mom is here. All right. Sorry I'm late. You start at 2 in the afternoon. No matter how much I ask the farm to farm itself on Thursday, it won't. For whoever you think needs it, here's agree B for anyone who wants to help. Donate blood. It costs nothing and can save a life. Thank you.
That's true.
That's right. That's right.
But depending on the quality of blood, it could also take a life. If you think
Yeah, there's that happened. There's that. And that's the super chats.
I love it.
Thank you, Six's mom. Thank you.
Love to see Tom Wilson in the chat. Another green gray. Drew, let's cue up the Instagram.
All righty.
If you don't mind, there are some things that I do. Scroll down. There you go. This just because it irritates me.
Now, many of you know me for supporting Israel. However, I'm not really sure how I'm going to be able to justify this.
Pause it. So let me lay this out for you. As you can see, that's a garbage truck. But garbage trucks don't normally open like that. And what it is it looks like they've modified it, but it may not be a modification. Like that may be where the trash actually goes. But no, there's trash in the back of there. So this was a dump truck that was trying to get across from Palestine to Israel. Keep going.
Sarah Wilkinson posted this, saying disturbing Israeli footage of 60 Palestinians being inhumanely crammed and transported into Israeli custody using a waste disposal rubbish truck. This post has 2.4 million views. Now, the only issue with that is that it is a complete lie. Those were Palestinians who chose to get in the back of that dump truck because they were trying to sneak across the border and get into Israel. The Associated Press reports here about 70 Palestinians found in a garbage truck trying to enter Israel, apparently to look for work. But nah, you're supposed to listen to Sarah Wilkinson. Now, who is Sarah Wilkinson? She was a graphic designer, but now is working for freedom and justice in Palestine and wants an end to the Israeli genocide of Gaza and works for Rebuild Gaza 24 with the self-deemed title of social media influencer. And when you work for Rebuild Gaza 24 and you have that big of a following and you call yourself an influencer, I can only logically assume that she's being paid by somebody.
That's enough. So let me just bring up two points of this to the idiots that somehow, some way still are on the fence or support Palestine. And the points is this. One, they're trying to sneak into Israel looking for work. Okay, what kind of work you looking for? Like to stab, kill, wound, maim, like last time you guys snuck into the country on October 7th. So that's not how you get into when you sneak in like that. I question your motives. But here's the other thing. You're telling me there's a genocide. I mean, you use the word genocide. That means something. So let me paint a picture real quick. You ready for this, Drew?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Do you believe what the Nazis were doing in World War II was a genocide to the Jews?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. That was
easy question. No trick question.
No. Yeah. Okay. If that's what was happening, and it was, do you think the Jews would ever 60 Jews would get into a truck and try to sneak their way into Germany?
Not at all.
No.
Bad idea.
Okay, bad idea. That's what happens when there's a genocide going on.
Yeah, you don't want to be in their land.
All right. So if they're trying to sneak...
You're confusing me with logic so far, bro.
I know. If they're trying to sneak into Israel, one, I feel like it's... Because all I saw in there was military-age males. So that right there screams to me bad intention. But if they're just looking for work, you can't tell me that Israel is running a genocide on Palestinians, because if that were true, they wouldn't be sneaking into the country that's trying to wipe out their whole race.
Yeah. I want to kill you. Can you give me a job?
Man. There's no
The
work.
irony of that.
There's no work in Palestine.
Gosh, these people. It's just logic.
There's plenty of work to do in Palestine.
There's plenty of work.
Palestinians, plenty of work.
Cleanup. In fact, stay at home, clean up your country. And while you're cleaning things up, if you see someone over there trying to send a missile over to another country that has a lot more than you do, go, hey, don't do that. We're trying to just clean up our country. Like that'd go really far. Yep. It'd go really far.
And I mean, not only is there plenty of work there, there's plenty to rebuild because of recent events for sure. And there's plenty of money. I mean, the surrounding countries give that area money so that those people stay where they're at because they don't want them in their country. There's plenty of people in the West with their bleeding hearts that give lots of money to that area. There's plenty of money. The problem is all that money goes to Hamas. Yeah. All right. So in order to, fund Iran and dig tunnels.
So look,
buy weapons.
Either way, just that video alone shows that either Palestine and Palestinians are bad because they're trying to sneak in and do bad things, or if you believe that Israel is good. Either way you look at that video, it gives you the same answer to some degree. Let's
good try.
Yeah, good try, guys. Let's go to the next. I swear to you, one of you guys put in the comment section, Brent got his 7K. This is just, I don't have a lot to talk about it other than it's cool.
Yeah, I saw this.
So pause it real quick. I'll just set it up because I don't know if the volume ducking got the audio ducking got fixed or not, Drew.
No.
Go back to Instagram so I can read it. So I can.
My bad.
You're good. So I can set it up. So what's happening here is, and move it to zoom back out for me, Drew. You just saw him tackle him. This is
a principal.
Yep. This is surveillance video shows a high school principal in Oklahoma tackling a school shooter before he could open fire. Although he did open fire to some degree, because I believe the principal got shot in the leg, if I remember right. Paul Valley High School principal Kirk Moore is being called a hero after getting shot while stopping a school shooter. The suspect, identified as 20-year-old Victor Hawkins, was a former student who said he wanted to shoot up the school like the Columbine shooters did.
I saw this today.
Man saved lives. Look at him holding that gun right there.
That's some old man strength right there. Yep. I'm telling you.
Got working that head with the other hand.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I tell you,
drop the gun.
You get the what do they call those, like the gray hair gorillas, like the silverback. Silverback. You
gotta watch this tackle again.
Yeah. There's the shooter up there. He just comes out of
it's good news.
But look, he got the gun over there. You see him? He had the gun pointed at the principal as he was head down making that tackle.
Love it.
That could have been so bad. That could have been so bad. But yeah, he went all silverback gorilla on that dude.
Nice
and
tackle.
There was no way that 20-year-old never had a chance of overpowering that principal.
No way.
That
What was the other guy doing?
Not as much as the principal.
Yeah. The other guy was, moving a little slow.
A little slow and timid. Hey, the guy's already done the dangerous work.
And then he got the gun and then left the area. I was like, I don't know.
You using the pistol whip the guy. Like, you got everything's in your corner right now.
Yeah.
Look what I got.
You don't have a taser. You got to use what you got.
But you know what? It really goes back to this. You know what? It only takes one man. It takes one man to act with speed, surprise, balance of action. One man to send it.
Man.
And that's what that school had. That principal
there,
had that. Oh my gosh.
He saved lives that day.
He saved lives that day and took a round in the leg doing it. What a hero. All right. Now, I hate to I'm kind of bringing this up a little bit old. I'd seen her videos before, but it just seems like a good time to bring it up. She has already lost the congressional race, which happened in March in Texas. She was running for a congressional seat there, and I hate it. I saw some other videos where they were taking her off the ballot. They were doing some really dirty things to her, and you're about to find out why. But what she's saying, she ain't wrong. So let's see it, Drew.
Muslims are taking over Texas, and Governor Greg Abbott and 84-year-old Congressman John Carter are helping them turn Texas into the Mecca of the West. Greg Abbott lied to you. He did not ban Sharia law. Him and John Carter gave millions of your taxpayer money for mosques to be built all across Texas just in the past 2 years. And right behind me is a 19-acre Sharia school being built right in front of the Veterans of Foreign Wars post. So the very same terrorists that murder your brothers and sisters overseas will now be your neighbors. And if that wasn't enough, Buffalo Wild Wings now has halal only in their Texas locations. So I'll make this very simple for you. Vote me into Congress so we can ban halal, hijabs, or as I like to call them, bomb concealers, and turn the mosques that you paid for into public toilets. A vote for me is a vote to keep Texas Christian so that we can make Texas the worst place for these dirty Muslims to live in, so help me God. Remember,
I like the way
Jesus
she
is king
talks.
and he rose from the dead. Muhammad is a pedophile and he's still dead. God bless you.
Yeah, buddy.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I mean,
No, she's not.
people don't like her message, and she may not like her message, and they may not like the way she delivers it. But nothing she said was wrong.
Well, I mean, I would like to look into a little bit.
Fact check a little
Fact check the money Greg Abbott.
Yeah. Drew, I got you.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you said that. So, in the last several years, they have given $13.4 million to 18 different groups. Now, I'll tell you all the groups that they gave to. Clear Lake Islamic Center, Aman Academy, Islamic Alul Bait Association, Islamic Association of Fort Worth, Islamic Center of Brushy Creek, Islamic Center of Greater Austin, Islamic Center of Lake Travis, Islamic Center of Longview, Islamic Center of Round Rock, Islamic Education Center of Houston, Islamic Education Institute of Texas, Islamic Society of Greater Houston, MAS Mass Caddy Center, Masjid Baitis Sami, Muslim Cemetery, Muslim Community Center for Human Services, Nigerian Muslim Association, and the Texas Muslim Women's Foundation, totaling $13.4 million. And if you go to the article by MEForum, MEFORUM.org. They have an article about the Texas state government gives $13 million to Islamic mosques. And they break down each one of those receiving organizations, how much they gave them, and why they gave it to them. So there you go. And I know it's almost like we're brothers. My first thought was, I love the message. I love the message.
Yeah.
But my second thought was, you better be right. Like, did they do that? Just because I love your message doesn't mean it's true. So I looked it up.
I'd like to know what Greg Abbott thinks about that, because I give Greg. I lived in Texas for a long time, and he's a good governor. So I'd like to know. I just would like to know more. I got questions.
Yeah, that's fair. I looked up what they said when, because Greg Abbott, there was this kind of message being put out there that Sharia law is going to be outlawed by Texas, and I actually looked that up. That is not true. They're not outlawing Sharia law. This is what they did outlaw. There was this community called Epic Community and a couple other ventures that Muslims were trying to do, and let's just take the Epic Community for a second. It was going to be an all Muslim community. You had to be Muslim. It was going to be run by Sharia law because it was going to be an all Muslim community. And what Greg Abbott actually said about that, he didn't outlaw Sharia law. What he said was you can't do that. That is not freedom of religion, and you can't discriminate people based on religion. So you can't have a community that says, unless you're this certain religion, we will discriminate against you. So that's what he stopped, but it wasn't Sharia law. So I know at surface level, it's almost cutting hairs, but it's not at all. It's splitting hairs. It's very different. He absolutely did nothing to stem Sharia law, and he's done nothing to stem the rise of mosques in Texas. In fact, you could say it's his government. And so he, as the top guy in Texas, has to answer for things like that. But I just showed you where to find it, how much, and who they gave it to. His government has given $13.4 million to Muslim causes. And I have a problem with that. Let's go to the next video. This girl, I tell you, her marketing's on point for Christians.
It's that simple. Public executions for any illegal that rapes or kills an American. They don't deserve deportation. They deserve to be ended.
Yo, what a crazy promo video. What a crazy short to make for a Texas Republican candidate.
God, she's gangster.
She opens up her marketing video with a shot in the head and just walks to the camera and be like, this is what you get if you rape a kid. If you're a legal immigrant that rapes a kid. Like, and you're a pedophile. Like, again.
And she got taken off the ballot?
Not completely. She didn't completely get taken off the ballot, but there were places that tried to keep her off the ballot. Yeah, and again, there's some people that may not like that video, but again, her message is actually on point. So for you to go, well, that's not really true. Then what's your counter? What's your counter to the actual content that she's saying? That you're going to try to protect.
But they don't like that
pedophiles? Content
because of what she's running for. But you can go on YouTube and find those same videos when they were cutting heads off of.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's Drew. Let's go to the next one. She ain't done. Oh.
Soldier station at Fort Hood.
It's got a white monster.
I got dinner ready for you guys at 1700 hours. And to be honest with you, I don't know why Monster doesn't sponsor our military. So do me a favor and tag Monster so they can sponsor our soldiers. And if they don't, then I will. So when you vote me into Congress, I'm going to become the greatest stock trader Congress has ever seen, even better than Nancy Pelosi. And I'm going to use that money to buy white monsters for every soldier station at Fort Hood. I'll see you all tonight.
Well, no, I can't. It wasn't a purple monster.
I do like it, though.
She even said, yeah, hey, they're doing insider trading.
Yeah.
But guess what? Since they are, I'm going to be the greatest inside trader of them all. But don't worry, I'm going to buy white monsters for the boys. How did she not win? It makes no sense. She should have got every single vote from Fort Hood at least.
No kidding.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. Valentina Gomez. I'm
going to have to write her because they should have been purple monsters.
Oh,
so you know.
Get out of here. Oh, man. She'd be a fun live guest.
With probably get her.
Oh, well, she didn't win, so she's she might be
still,
available.
Yeah,
she might be available.
Yeah.
Man, what a campaign! I love it. Let's keep it going. I just want to do a bunch of funny videos after such a fun but serious beginning. All right, hold on before we start this one up, Drew. This is what most conspiracy theorists sound like to me. And I've finally been able to kind of see it, like materialize. Like
do we need tinfoil hats right now?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I've had a hard time kind of like verbalizing how they make me feel when they go down this, and this guy nailed it. All right, Drew.
All the footage. And Mount St. Helens was an inside job. I mean, I consider myself a slight expert in the volcano field. Okay, I made one when I was young. And how could they put that much vinegar into this mountain in order to make this erupt? Okay, and we're not even going to talk about the cost behind the baking soda here. Okay, so I did find a photo from the 1980s. Okay, and I guess they did have the baking soda, as you can see right there. Would somebody care to explain the vinegar? How are they able to get that much vinegar? Clearly this is CGI done by a child, okay? Is this Steven Spielberg's son? Holy nepotism, seriously? I mean, I've seen thousands of volcanoes erupt. None of them look like this. None of them. Everybody knows that this is what a volcano actually looks like.
It's like the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
They must think we're idiots. Because this looked nothing like what I just showed you. Nothing. Remember our mantra, guys. Question everything and research nothing. I'll see you guys in the next video. I reviewed all.
I'm telling you, every time I hear a ridiculous conspiracy theorist and just take contrails to pull one of the many, that is what you sound like to me, and will forever sound like that guy. That video will play and live rent free in my head for stupid conspiracy theories.
He did a good job.
Nailed it. This next one cracks me up. All right, first, there's before you start this, Drew. There's two things. I play guitar. Nothing like these guys. It's just crazy to watch these two Jews just get after it. It just doesn't look like two guys would walk into a guitar shop for what they're about to do. But after we watch how great they are, because they are great, it's comment section time. Sometimes, as you guys know, the comment section is better than the video itself. And everybody knows it. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everybody watches. They know it when they see it. And they're like, oh, straight to the comment section I go for this video. This is one of those videos.
Do like that song. I can't even brush my teeth that good.
All right. Hold on.
Comment section.
The consultants of swing.
Guns and noses.
Should have played Money for Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Give me
Guns and Noses.
Give me my Nickelback. Gross.
Yeah. Oh man.
Gross.
Give me my Nickelback.
Gross.
All right. Just pause it for a second. Yeah. Just keep scrolling down. Black Sabbath. Black Shabbat. Dire Straits for Moose. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Oh man. Oh no. Leonard
For Skinner. Oh man.
God. I love the internet. I love
it wins every time.
I know. You can
Undefeated.
be so mad at how could the internet be so frustrating and so funny at the same time? All right, let's see if there's just a few more in the comment section, Drew. Let's just pause it, Drew.
I got to play it to move it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you got it. Red Hot Chili Settlers.
Bullet for my Palestine.
Oh, Bullet for my Palestine. Oh, that. How does that not have more like? But boy, does it have some replies.
The Juby Brothers. Oh man,
the Juby Brothers. All right, oh gosh, Judas Priest.
Oh man, there's a lot in that one.
I'm telling you, we could stay in that comment section all night long. One of the funniest comment sections I've seen in a long time. Oh my gosh. True. The Juby Brothers got, the cigar that you came out with, Drew's favorite cigar.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us the horrible joke you told me and Magnet before we started the show?
Okay, I just had a thought go through my head this afternoon, and I was thinking about Drew's favorite cigar, and it was just and a name just popped in my head, and I was like, well, we could name it the Drooby Dooby, the Drooby Dooby. I like it. I like the Drooby Dooby. I'm gonna go smoke a Drooby Dooby.
Okay. Oh man.
Like it.
Drew, let's see what else
Drew,
we got.
you need to go back to that comment section and get more ideas.
All right, let's see what else Instagram has for us this fine evening.
Fact or fiction? Drivers of one particular automobile have more DUIs than any other car.
Oh.
One particular vehicle has, and it's not even close, Drew, what do you got?
Man, I don't even know where to start, man.
Okay.
A bicycle? Can you get a DUI on a bicycle?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you can.
I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking outside the box, kind of something weird.
All right. Magnet, you want to take a stab at this?
Tesla.
Tesla? Okay.
It drives
A
itself.
lot of drinking women.
Get away
So
with
how are
it.
you going to get a
lot of drinking
DUI
women.
if it's driving itself and it's following the rules?
Because the law hasn't caught up with technology.
You asked me?
Okay, I know. I did. In a weird way, I was thinking Nissan Altima. But that's not a joke. There's some reasons behind that. But when you hear, you're like, oh, okay. It's still a little fascinating, but all right, let's get an answer to this.
I guess I would go with Ford Ranger.
Ooh, that's actually a good one.
I'd
That's
go
a
with
good
Ford
one.
Ranger.
Okay, all right.
Just a small size truck.
Yeah, I see what you did there. You're the closest to the pin, Drew.
Okay.
All right.
Boop, boop, boop.
Frank.
The answer is lawnmowers, and it is fact.
Land.
Fact.
That is a fact.
It's not lawnmowers. According to a large study analyzing millions of insurance records, drivers of the Ram 2500 had the highest rate of DUIs of any vehicle. It's about 1 in 22 drivers reported having a DUI.
1 in 22
more
drivers.
than double the national average. Fact or fiction?
What?
Oh, man.
1 in 22 drivers?
I would think that it would have been an F-150 because there's more out there.
Right.
Yeah, but those are Ford drivers, not Dodge drivers.
Obviously.
Yeah, Brent.
I know. So when they said that, I actually thought, why didn't I think truck? Because like the culture of, hey, work hard, party hard, drink hard, like that. I mean, that is an unfortunate kind of part of that culture. And you're right. F-150, I feel like should have been the obvious answer because it's the number one selling truck. It's the number one selling truck for that culture. But even more ironic, it's not the 1500, which it's the 2500. I guess it just shows like the guys who are serious about work are serious about drinking too. I don't get it.
Oil
There you go.
workers? I mean,
oil
workers in
I know.
wherever, New Mexico and Texas, they
Yeah.
all drive Dodges.
Yeah, I guess so. There you go. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. For the next one, I say this. What? I think we got on this this kick a little bit last week because we were talking about old school words that they want to bring back, and we were talking about being young and what words. And the differences in generations.
I'm still young.
And then I brought up sportsmanship, and then when I saw this video, it made me like most comedy. If it's funny, there's some truth to comedy, right? So this guy may have cracked the code on the difference between generations.
Nobody, when I was a teenager, mentioned the word mindfulness. And do you know why that was? Because we were mindful half of every fucking day because we didn't have a choice. We didn't have a fucking cable service in our fucking pocket. You waited for somebody, you waited. Mindfulness. You were on the bus, you're on the bus. Watching condensation drip. Mindfulness.
Right. Yeah. That is
I
what
didn't
you were doing.
realize I was like a fucking guru before I got a cell phone. You want to return a VHS? You got to rewind that shit. Mindfulness.
Man, that is so funny.
Have you ever rewound anything in your life? You are the post-rewind generation, and I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that there were times where we were forced to be with ourselves. I used to take a shit. Just shit. I can't remember the last time I just took a shit. It was definitely over a decade ago. Nobody, when I was a teenager, mentioned the word mindfulness.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
ain't wrong.
I'll tell you what really hit home when he said that. A couple things did. And he's partially right. That's actually where I'm going to start delineating this. The post-rewind generation is where it started. But he's talking about watching condensation drip on the bus.
From it being so hot.
Man,
There's no AC.
there's a lot of truth. The morning condensation on the windows, and you're just staring outside, doing nothing. He's like, I didn't know I was a guru. But the other thing that hit home is like, I haven't taken a number 2 in almost in a decade without my phone. And he's right. I don't go without my phone.
I have when my battery died. It's like, oh crap! Now I just gotta sit here.
I'm gonna bring a Mophie with me and charge it while I'm bringing a charging cable with me.
You know who writes most of his song on the toilets? Post Malone.
I just saw
Post
him
Malone.
at
did?
Tortuga.
How was that?
It was okay. Yeah. I'm not a fan. I'm not like a big fan, but I'll tell you this,
Huge gun guy.
Yeah,
Huge.
I mean, it. We were talking about mindfulness. We were talking about the ungrateful culture at times and the excessive celebrations and things like that. I tell you what I did like about Post Malone. He was super grateful as a performer on stage. He knew that if it wasn't for the fans, he'd just be a weird tattoo face guy on the street. And I don't say that to make fun of him. But it's to prove a point.
Yeah.
A good thing he made it. Good thing he made it, because I don't know what else he was going to do.
From where he started and where he's at now.
Yeah.
It's like night and day.
Well, where did he start?
When he was doing the rap stuff.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah. And now he's
the
doing
Lexus video what is it? Was it a Lexus or a Bentley? It was a white Bentley.
Yeah, he's doing car commercials.
Yeah.
Him and Jay
Bud Light.
Gillerson doing Bud
Bud
Light
Light.
commercials and doing it well. But yeah, he's a super nice guy. Who else did I see at Tortuga? Oh, I don't know if I thought they were a bigger band than what they were, because I know some of their songs. In fact, I'm gonna play one of their songs on just for funsies on the outro. It's a rock country band named Lakeview.
I know Lakeview.
They didn't even have a main stage. I couldn't believe it. I went to their Instagram because I thought they were big, and I was like, are they not that big? And don't get me wrong, bigger than we are. They have 160,000 followers, but nothing huge. Let me tell you, they put on a great show. Oh my gosh, they put on a great show. They have one of my favorite songs, Home Team. I'll probably play that one. But they got several good songs. It kind of sounds like Hardy-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lakeview is where I went. And Dwight Yoakam was there Friday when I went. Yeah. And it was cool.
Was Nickelback?
No.
That's good. That's good.
I would have loved if Nickelback was there. Don't you start with me. The Fort Lauderdale SWAT guys were there doing overtime.
Oh, yeah?
And it was always cool to, I've trained with them a couple times. It was always cool to say hi to those guys.
The book you got was from one of the Pittsburgh guys.
Oh, was that from one of the Pittsburgh guys?
Yep. He lives here now.
Oh, does he?
Yep. He retired and lives here.
That's awesome. The Pittsburgh SWAT team, those boys are busy too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got after it. Drew, let's go to some super chats if you don't mind.
Alrighty. We got Clear Elite says, beer for the boys, maybe some treats for Max. Thank you for everything you guys do. Hey, Magnet.
Where is Max?
If you still have odor in your shop, look into renting a hydroxyl machine.
I put an ozone generator in there and it still didn't do anything. There's insulation.
Smells like laundry.
There's insulation on the roof that got smoke damage. So before they have to change the roof before they get the insulation out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Good tip, brother. Thank you so much. Gooch Parmesan says, here's money for the kids' party, but only if Sean William Scott and Will Ferrell show up and reenact the freaking dart in the next scene from Old School. Oh, man. All right. Holy Fook says, Brent, which is your least favorite and favorite environment to operate in? Mountains, jungles, desert, Arctic, or urban, and why? Your least favorite and your most favorite.
Oh, that was a good question.
On a mechanical bull.
Any place cold, and probably mountains. Man, I really hated mountains. Mountains suck. They were usually cold, so I don't like cold. You got thin air, and so it's a big enough mountain. It's going to be thin up there. It's going to be cold, and your legs are going to be burning. So working on the mountains was probably my least favorite. My most favorite, urban environment all day long.
How much did you carry? The weight?
Light. I was always light. I'd have 3 mags on my chest, 1 on my gun. Half the time, I wouldn't even carry a pistol. If I was doing mountains, I wouldn't even have a secondary on me. Just a couple grenades, med kit.
Not 50?
Send it. What's that?
Not 50 grenades?
No, not 50. No, no one does. But yeah, I'd have it.
The support guys carry those.
That's kind of, yeah. And I'd be just as light in both scenarios, in almost every scenario, but for different reasons. But it's always to be light in an urban environment, to be slim, sleek, nothing get caught up in doorways, fast, like in urban Iraq. When that charge goes off, you want to get in there as fast as you can. And on the mountains, you want to be as light as you can. Like you start, that gunfight breaks out and you got to move somewhere fast. One, you want to be fast. And when you get behind that rock or behind that tree or behind that building, wherever you want to go, you don't want to be at a zone 5 heart rate completely out of breath because you're also weighed down. Yeah. So always light, always fast. That's the motto.
Right Wing Nut says, y'all see the Bazarian vid I sent y'all.
Gosh, is it that video? What did you send it on Instagram? I have seen a couple Dan Bazarian videos here of recent, and I bet I did.
Did we see one recently of him announcing he wants to run for office?
He is running for office here in
Vegas?
No, in Florida. Believe it or not.
Here?
Yeah.
Does he even live here?
He must, or at least have a home here for that. In fact, he just sent me a video on WhatsApp, Drew. And when this show is over, I want us to look at it and give a thoughtful response to him.
Okay.
He's still trying to win me over to his side, and I appreciate that, to be honest with you, because he's never rude about it, and he's always sending things to. And if I don't have an answer for it, well then he's right.
At least he does a lot of research and he's come up with a lot of receipts.
He does.
He's not just speaking out.
Right. That's right. So I do appreciate the way he goes about it. I don't believe he's right. In fact, I know he's not right, but I can respect his difference of opinion. In fact, I got to reach out to him. I'd have him here on a live. That'd be a fun one. It'd be a battle.
He lives here.
Yeah, it'll be a battle, but I'd get him back here. He was very, very nice to me.
Yeah.
He invited me over to his place, and
you said he had for lunch.
Yeah, for lunch, and he was very nice to me, and I will always appreciate that.
Dwazi says, when is Magnet's bachelor party? Asking for a friend. Wonder if Rob O will inscribe in his autograph book, Brent is my favorite operator if I put it in. If I put it in.
Please do. I bet you can sneak that by him. I'll show it on the podcast if you do. You want to answer the question? You got a date set?
It's going to be next May. So
not this May, but next May?
It may be.
A year from now?
Mm-hmm.
It may be.
You're not getting married.
Dude, we've already been looking at venues. We've already went out and looked at venues. So don't say that it's not happening. It's definitely happening. Okay. So,
okay.
And the bachelor party's up to Brent.
All right.
Cigars in the garage, boys. Let's see. The Gourmet Forge, thank you so much. Thank you very much for the support. Holy Fook back in. Brent, Drew, Magnet. You win Mega Millions or Powerball, 1 billion. And you walk away with 350 million after taxes. What you going to do?
I'm going to stay the same person. Just keep doing the same thing. I'll have more money for inventory and stuff like that, but I'm not going to change. I'm not going to get any crazy stuff. I've never been like that.
That's the stupidest thing you've ever said. Drew.
$350 million. I mean, I'll take everybody on a vacation so we can all hang out.
Oh, well, you're getting better. Okay. All right.
I mean, I'll buy a new truck.
Okay.
But
Drew, what you doing?
I'm quitting. And then I'm just quitting. I'm tired. And then I'm going to go, I don't know. I'm just going to move someplace away from people and then do good things with my money from afar. That's probably what I want to do. How about you, Brent?
I love that. Devin's gotten me playing the Powerball here of lately, so I've actually been playing it. I haven't.
Money.
I know. I haven't won. Obviously,
You're never gonna win.
I know. But you're never gonna win if you don't play. Okay. This is what I do. This is what I do.
Terrible people say that. Just like you know.
So this was my plan. Everyone in my family's getting a home. I like big houses. I'm gonna get a nice house. I'm gonna invest heavily in FRCC, and so Drew can have low stress by having a house paid off and a business that he can just have fun in with more employees and more inventory, and then I'm just gonna continue doing the podcasts, just interviewing people, but not because of sponsors. I'm just gonna do it when I want to do it. Talk to the people that I want to talk to at the rate that I want to do it. We're still going to do lives, and now we'll be able to give away life-changing money at that point. And that's it. And that's it. And I'm going to buy a lot of cars. I wouldn't say a lot, but I'm going to have a black Vet of every generation, and maybe a black Camaro of every generation, and maybe a black Viper.
My dad is very well off.
Yeah.
And I've learned from him. He drives a old Caravan. Doesn't have a new vehicle. Doesn't do anything. Does the same thing, and he works 7 days a week, and he's 76.
I tell you this: I'm not buying a boat. I'll rent one when I want one, and I'm not buying a private airplane. I'll rent one whenever I want one because that's enough money to do what you want for a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, obviously I've thought about it.
Okay.
I don't care about
Good
money.
question. Good question.
I hate money.
The Gourmet Forge. I really want to encourage anyone and everyone to attend. I love what you guys stand for, and this pattern has been helping me through a lot lately, even if they don't know it.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
And just another 11B says, just an idea, bourbon-infused FRCC gummy nods.
Gummy nods?
I guess they're gummies shaped like nods. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or just one big nod that's made out of gummy.
Then you could be like Sean Ryan and give out
gosh.
your podcast.
Oh, gosh.
Brad Freeman back in says, here's a laugh. I was 0311, 8152 for 3 years, 9 months, and a USMC band stage crew, NCO for 3 months.
Oh, man. I'd like to actually hear a little bit about his band stage crew time. Remember that one time we had that debate that all the military bands should be disbanded? Because all money for that goes to the DoD should go towards the war effort. And between all their pay, their travel, and everything, it costs millions of dollars to have them. And I listened to the 82nd choir sing Christmas music one time when I was in Iraq. They were at the Chow Hall singing, so I didn't go there, and it didn't make me miss home any less. Didn't do anything for me except make me go, why aren't you guys picking up a gun and fighting? We could use you.
What about hungry? You were in the Chow Hall.
What's that?
Make you hungry?
No, just the life makes me hungry. They didn't make me hungry. But that's what, heck, they'd have been better served serving food than singing. Go make a sandwich.
Or a hot dog.
Get out of here.
You guys got me all thinking about all the off-grid stuff I would buy with that money. So like my family for generations could live self-sufficiently for generations. I got to quit. My brain keeps going down there. All right. The third coast cowboy. A lion doesn't drink and drive, but I know a tiger does.
Did it turn out to be like painkillers he was on because of his back and not a DUI?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
But still, at the end of the day, it's the same result. You know what I mean? You can't.
If you mix the two, it gets pretty bad.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he have a driver?
No,
he's
kidding.
a billionaire.
Why doesn't he have a driver? That's funny.
Oh!
So he could putt around.
Man. Golly, you guys are hot tonight.
Yeah. All right.
Those were good.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
Taver says, Rob is a pasty Vienna sausage with an orange goatee. Making Magnet hungry.
I know. We don't talk about sausages.
Sausages.
Jeez.
Wide La Table says the Democratic National Committee just announced former Vice President Kamala Harris has been diagnosed with constipation, and applications are being accepted for $3 an hour. The downside, it smells like pickles. Upside, $3.
Okay. Okay.
Dwazi back in. Book is ordered. Let's see if he does it.
Okay. Oh, I'm telling you, what do you think? You think it slides by him, or do you think like I live rent free in his head, and he's like, no, I'm not.
How many books he signed? He better do it.
I don't think he signs that many here of late. I heard there was a podcast about him that didn't bode too well for his book signing. Those helmets.
Yeah, those helmets.
Those what type of helmets are those for?
Chinese? I don't know.
No, like airsoft helmets.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. What else we got?
Oh, Sonny Marbury. He's funny. He says, sup, fam? Magnet, I left $100 in that chair on accident. I seen you put it in your pocket. Can you give it to Brent for me as a donation? Thanks, kidding. Love y'all guys. Also, do all guests get gifts?
No, not all guests get gifts.
No. Some get gifts. Some get gifts.
I give gifts.
That's right. All right. Magnet gets cigars and gets more than he should.
I don't need anything.
Patrick says, from the few extremely rich men I've met, they always say the triple FFF is the number one rule. It flies, floats, or you can guess the last one.
If it flies, floats, or Fs, then rent it. Don't
Farts.
buy it.
Farts.
Okay.
That's where I was going. Where were y'all going?
Yeah, I've actually heard that before, and I think that is good rules to live by.
Cokes and hoes. Hood Rat 7 says, be careful with $350 million. That kind of money is known to turn people into pedophiles.
Oh, man.
Well, I want to live away from people. I don't want to buy my own island.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to buy a boat.
Yes,
I actually looked into buying an island. They're not that much.
Okay.
A self-sufficient island is like $2 million.
They're not. Do you have $2 million?
If I won the $350 million, I would have it.
I see where you're going. Okay, all right. But I will say that at that rate, you do have to buy a boat. You know what I mean? Like if you live on it, that makes sense. Buy a boat.
The one island I found is actually near like another like a town.
Okay,
and you could just take a little Dewey boat over there and get your
Dewey
supply.
boat.
Yeah, a
okay,
little dinghy.
Little dinghy.
Yeah.
All right.
And that is the super chats.
You and your little dinghies.
Yeah.
All right, let's get ready to wrap this thing up.
So you got two that tied. The Metallica song.
Okay.
And the Hardy.
Yep, and the Hardy.
Okay. All right. Well, it'll be a 3-song night, and we can hang out in the chats for a little bit. This one is Lakeview Home Team.
This is the part where Brent reads the regular chats.
Brent, you need an energy plant and water treatment plant. A lot of work. William Duggins, I have a little dinghy. I'm not riding on his dinghy. Agent Orange in the super chat sent you a few hilarious reels similar to the ones we watched earlier. Thank you, sir. Let's see here. Lone Star, good to see you in the chats as always. You know how to be worth $1 million. Start off with $10 million and buy a boat. Trans Tim Kennedy. Yo! Let's see. Drunk Christian. When I was 19, I bought a lottery ticket and had every number but the last one and threw it away because I didn't know how to play. Oh, no. All right, so your threshold moment. Wow, another Democrat gets exposed. The floodgates are really opening on Democrats, and he took out his wife and himself What a tragedy. Dwazi, it's limited to 50 characters, but put Brent, you are my favorite operator. Keep fighting. I love it. Matuki 2011, I was a pogue. Do you guys consider me as one of you? Absolutely. You are more than capable to be inside the Tier 1 community that we're building. That question is really for you. Do you consider yourself to be a Tier 1 person? And if so, and you're doing the things to be a Tier 1 person, then you are absolutely part of this community. Dusty Go Tigers got my FRCC coffee today. Thank you so much, brother. I really, really appreciate that.
You skipped my question.
Well, oh, what you got there? Tier 1. Oh, Brent, when you buy your cars, which Ford would you buy? Okay, all right. There is one Ford I would buy if I had that kind of money.
Oh, yeah?
Can you think of it? Then it's a car.
The GT.
You dang right.
Yeah, the GT.
I would never buy it unless I had stupid money, because it's still way too much.
Stupid money car.
Stupid money car. But that's
the one. That's the one.
Ford had no business building a car like that. That thing's so ridiculous.
Eleanor.
Ooh, Eleanor would make the list. That was pretty cool. All right, Magnet. What is next? Oh, their next song, "Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is another solid one.
Seek and Destroy by Metallica.
Oh, that's right. Seek and Destroy. Come on, Apple Music. You can do it. Brandon Bailey, does Delta have their own medics, or do they pull from the 2-4 STS? Yes, we absolutely have our own medics because they are the best tactical medics in the world. The PJs with the 2-4 are absolutely medics, but they really focus their medicine a little bit more on rescue type operations, like vehicle extraction, high angle extraction, things like that. But they're also medics, and they're good medics. But to me, the Delta medics that we bring are when talking about tactical medicine, are the best medics in the world. Let me get this next song queued up. Here we go. While we're doing that,
Lone Star says, I had a Ford GT, but it was built on a probe platform. Remember the Ford Probe?
The Probe. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's funny, dude.
Mason Cullen, Brent, plan on, just scroll down just real quick, Drew. If you can't, getting an option 40 next year. Any tips? Hey, like I told someone in the Patreon that reached out to me, the military's easy, man. The military's easy. Be in the best shape of your life and do what you're told. The military is so fun if you just do those things, and that is my option. That is my advice to anyone that joins anything. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're going to do an option 40, you better really, really maybe not be in the best shape of your life, but in better shape than you've ever been in your life is going to help you.
Like me right now.
Like you right now. Yeah, someone said something about an 87 IROC in the
yeah. And they said they'd buy an 87 IROC and rock the mullet.
You're speaking my language. And Drew remembers I had a 88 IROC. It started out as a 305 T-top car, 5-speed 305, ended up a 383 stroker motor.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was a cool.
It sounded
cool car.
great.
I needed an extra car because my other car was getting worked on. I had an 84 Ford Tempo. An 84 Ford Tempo with 5 stars on it that stuck out.
That stuck out.
And I heated the springs up to lower it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
The Pacer from Wayne's World was pretty dope.
With the The dispenser. What was the dispenser on the top of it? It was
a Twizzler dispenser.
Oh man, the Toyota Prius is the official car of Delta operators.
Someone knows who you are.
I owned a Prius while I was in the Delta Force.
Yep, sure did.
Hey, when you got the coolest job in the world, killing people for a living, you can drive whatever you want. And all my money went to my family. So that's what I did was take the short end of that stick. T-Bone, did the Tucker brothers have speakers in their cars like 10s or 12s? Drew, your old big F-150 truck, it was loud, but I don't think you ever did subs.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Didn't do any of that stuff. I had a lot of friends that did.
Yeah. I did. I always had a sub in my car, and my Camaros would have either like a bass tube or like 110 or 112. I never went excessive bass, but my Ram right now has a 10-inch box underneath the back seat.
My Mustang had 615s in it.
And I get the Wigger comments.
Big time.
615s and I get the Wigger comments.
And hydraulics.
Your stereo's worth more than your car.
And hydraulics.
And hydraulics.
Did you have was your hair braided?
No.
You sure?
No.
All right.
But
I had a tight fade.
Did your pants fit?
It was. The Prius is silent but deadly. Sure, I could have snuck up on anyone. Hard retard. If I had $350 million, I'd pay for... Oh, it jumped. I feel you, Drew. Transcend Kennedy's sex change. Oh, Drunk Christian. I kind of want an armored Bearcat.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
That'd be cool.
You have that kind of money?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you turn a Bearcat into like a luxury SUV, like an armored like luxury SUV.
When I worked at Spike's, he had a Gurkha.
Okay, yeah.
That was a Ford F550 frame with the interior. You got it from Canada.
Yeah. That would be a sick vehicle. Reginald Rutherford, does Delta have a better DFAC? Oh, did they ever? We had a little bit extra money in the food fund, and we had military cooks that loved their job, and they actually got to go to culinary school to make sure that they could cook. You know what's kind of crazy? I mean, even our cooks were the best in the world. So not only would they go to culinary school, they would go to ice sculpting schools as well. So when we had our galas or big events, they could make ice sculptures.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
So they had a job after that.
How Delta Force is that? Even our cooks do some pretty cool stuff. I forgot about that. That was a good question. Thanks for jogging the memory. Oh, let's see here. Daniel Mercado, sup, dudes? Good to see you in the chats, brother. Thank you for hanging out with us another Thursday night. A 69 Charger murdered out by Braden Medlin. Gosh, I know. I do love old cars, too.
Cool. Anything 69.
Yeah. Noah Halpin, any plans to link up with the Fog guys anytime soon? Yeah, I was supposed to earlier, and then I went and did Kyle's podcast, and so that was a conflict of schedule. But yes, I'm trying to reschedule those guys because they're in the Panhandle, so I'd love to go up there and do something with them real quick. Luke, jumper sit it. Oh no, I should have done it. Matuki 18 Delta back in. I thought all Tier 1 guys snort their protein and inject their caffeine. You were close. It's actually opposite. We snort our caffeine and we inject our protein. Yeah. Max appearance. Max, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, buddy boy.
You haven't hung out with us all night. What's your problem? You too good for us?
He's been a busy dog today.
You too good for us? All right. A lot of car stuff in the comment, which I love. I'm a car guy. I love it. Britt Huberty, I'll be in a town just north of Orlando next month. Their storefront for FRCC. We don't have one of those yet, but you can swing by the podcast studio on a Thursday night live if you're going to be in town for that. Hey, hurry up and write back. Let me know what town just north of Orlando. I'm interested. Me and Drew know a lot of towns just north of Orlando that may be in our past. Reginald, they take their caffeine as a suppository. That is incorrect. We weren't. We
weren't Navy SEALs.
Yeah. Not. Well, I can say the Army Tier 1 side did not. Absolutely did not. DTR Quality Podcast, mate. Love you boys at Bragg. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. What's the next song, Magnet?
It is Hardy.
Oh, Hardy. Yeah. I don't think we've done a Hardy song yet, so I love that.
Never.
I'm going to Element. Let it, Drew?
It's called I'm Gonna Kill Stuff Till I Die.
Oh, we're doing this for Drew?
Somebody paid
T-Bone
some
paid
big
for
money
Drew.
so that I could pick a song.
$4.99.
Thank you,
okay.
T-Bone. Thank you.
All right. Let's see here. Got to find it. I know exactly which song you are talking about. You know, it didn't make the top songs, but
Bung Holio, don't worry about it. My wife owns a Volvo too. It's not a joke. I really do. Brokeback Mountain in a Volvo. Threshold moment. A lot of Volvo jokes in here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This one's for Drew. Oh, Lake Mary. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh, Lake Mary.
Right next to Sanford.
That's by the shop. Come by the shop.
Woo!
Luca, or Brent, I like your name, by the way. If you're in our Patreon, and Altamont. Oh, Altamont's right next to us.
Yeah.
If you're in our Patreon, please hit us up, and we'll meet up for some beers or do a Thursday Night Live. You let us know. Hit me up on Patreon. Mataku 18 Delta. Are you guys able to enjoy military movies without critiquing every scene? I can enjoy them. I can enjoy them, but I still, at least mentally, I'm like, it's a movie. It's okay, but that's not how we do it.
You know, it's bad. I wasn't in the military, but when I see him and I see the firearms part of it, I just cringe sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Graves AM or Graves AM 904. Max, I miss you. He's just laid out. Max, has it been that rough of a day, buddy?
You had a hard day.
Max. I guess so.
Maxi pad, get up.
I'll be at the Westin hotel party. I know exactly where that Westin is. In fact, if it's the Westin in Lake Mary.
No, the West End he's talking about in Sanford. West End.
The West. Oh no, I guess he's talking about his hotel, Westin. It was Westin,
okay,
which is right across the street from the cigar place, the Lake Mary Coronas.
Coronas, yep.
Yeah. I said hotel party. Yeah. Let me know. We can meet up at somewhere around there. There's a bunch of good places to meet up around there. Sandy, go Brian. I'll be heading south over summer break. We'll hit you up on Patreon and see if I can get on the couch, at least link up and grab a beer. Absolutely. Please do. I love it when Patreon members come and hang out on the couch. It's awesome. You guys are always welcome. It's that's what it means to be a community.
You just gotta sit next to me.
Sandy, go Brian. I can't believe I just did that. San Diego, Brian. Come on, Brent.
Brian.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
What's up, Brian, baby?
And you will forever be Sandy Go Brian to me. And I hate that. Oh my gosh. Billy Benoy 647, bring JT back on. It was nice to have the first LGBTQ guest.
JT.
Oh gosh. Dusty Go Tigers Patteron meetup info. We are still working on it. Keith
He called me yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think we're getting it figured out. Do you know if
Scott?
is that range good to go for us?
I want to call him tomorrow.
Okay.
Keith is in Houston with the boys for the NRA.
Okay. All right. So we have a range that Magnet has a line on, and we're going to see if they will let us do a little camping trip and shooting and fireside stories.
Gotta figure out the date.
Okay. Yeah, we will. So there will be one soon. We are working on that. Drunk Christian, you ain't wrong. I mean, capital letters would help San Diego Brian. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, it's Drunk Christian figured out the capital letters. I mean, thank you. I have brain damage. I don't know if that's a joke or if you're serious. I'm scared.
Sorry.
After finding out how many disabled people are in our Patreon, now I'm scared to make fun of anyone maybe with a disability because they're out there. They're out there, and I'm so glad we were able to do something for them. I love that. Dwazi, we're going to meet up at Lion Arms. Bring your own ventilator.
You get used to it after 5 minutes.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Thank you for supporting our cause of doing good things and helping out people. I'm certain of it because of tonight. We just did some really cool stuff that, truthfully, I mean, you guys gave and you gave out of trust. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'll end up giving out of trust. Maybe we'll see pictures. Maybe we'll hear stories back about it or not. But you know, honestly, the giving is enough. Like no one's in our Patreon to swindle. So don't get me wrong. There's no thoughts of that. But what I mean by that is usually if you give money to something, some people give money because they want to see the return back, and you guys give just to give, and you give out of your heart, and you give out of just respect to the cause. I'm having hard words to describe how grateful I am for what we've accomplished tonight. Final tally of what we gave away, $6,000. That's crazy. That's crazy, and I love it.
And a lower and a rifle.
That's right, and a lower and a rifle. I mean, if you think about it, we actually gave away closer to almost $10,000 worth of equipment and money today. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Thousands of dollars, even hundreds. I'll never forget that joke from JT.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I know. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for being a part of this community. If you want to continue to be a part of this community and do great things, if you're still watching, please join our Patreon. That $10 or $15 a month is the reason we can do things like this. It all adds up. Drew, what do you got for the last word for the night?
Man, guys, the world's going nuts. Democrats are becoming communists, Republicans are becoming Democrats, and the Muslim world is invading the West. And men are trying to become women, and women becoming men. Guys, all of this is happening because the West has moved away from the truth that we, the people, believed in and became the greatest nation in the world. And so please go to my podcast, Truth in the Dark. Share it to your friends, your family. It gives the reason why the Bible is the best-selling book of all time. Go to Truth in the Dark. Please follow, subscribe. I'd appreciate it.
Magnet, it's on you, brother. You have the floor.
Oh, man. Thanks for letting me be on the guest chair instead of the couch tonight, but I do need a booster seat.
You speak into the mic way better in that chair.
That's right.
You did a great job. It's amazing.
No, thanks you guys for the support, the podcast, everybody. If you guys do go on the website, on the front page, you guys can reach out to me on there because I know I get a lot of you guys coming on the website, but you guys don't ask any questions. So if you guys do go on there, ask me whatever questions you need. If you don't see something on there you want or want to build, reach out to me. I'm the one that answers it. LionArmsUSA.com, and go follow us on Instagram at lion_arms. Thanks you guys for the support again and the comments. They were awesome tonight.
Yep, absolutely, man. If you guys don't support Magnet, you're going to. If any of you guys are going to buy a gun and you don't even consider buying a gun from Magnet, shame on you, because Magnet's over here helping support our cause, and he's giving away guns. He helped me with the Tier 1 giveaway. He's going to help me with the giveaway gun to the disabled veteran, and you're gonna give your money to SIG? Nah, that's not what we're doing. So you better at least check them out. All right, guys, we will see you on the next live. Thank you so much for supporting. We're out to the garage, boys.